everyone, how you doing? And a very warm welcome back to youtube.com/Wi-Fi Sheep with me, Tom. And with this, a channel update video for June the 30th, 2024, or at least that's the date I'm recording it. A little bit late on to record this evening because I've just been watching the England game in Euro 2024. Not a huge sports or football fan, so I won't go into it too much, but if you've been following along and you're an England fan, spoiler alert, we won, but talk about clutching victory out of the jaws of defeat. Not an easy watch, and I kind of I've been watching the football on and off. I haven't really had a lot of time, but when it's been on, I have sort of been watching it or listening to it, and it's kind of, it passes the time when it's any other team playing, but when it's your home nation, especially England playing, it's just stressful. And I'm sure many of you will agree with me, the England performance has been lackluster, to say the least. Anyway, we're not here to talk about football. We're here to talk about channel updates and what's kind of been going on with me and the world of Wi-Fi Sheep. Now, I'm aware it's been a little while since I did the last live stream. We'll come to live streaming schedule shortly. And I'm just also aware that I haven't been able to update as much content to the channel as I would have liked. So I thought now was a perfect opportunity to just sort of do an update, and so let all of you know what's been going on and what I've got planned for the rest of 2024 here on Wi-Fi Sheep. So as always, we'll start with a huge thank you to our Patreon and channel member backers. There they all are on screen right now. And I want to say a warm welcome to a brand new YouTube channel member. That's Andrew W.F. Hatton, who has joined just about a day ago. So Andrew, thank you so much for your support, and a huge warm welcome to Wi-Fi Sheep right here on YouTube. If you want to support me and this channel, you can. You can go to patreon.com/Wi-Fi Sheep, or alternatively, you can become a YouTube channel member, as Andrew has done. Base support starts from 99p per month, all the way up to £2.99. That price, which is here is in pounds sterling, will be adapted to your local currencies. If it can't be, you may see it in the equivalent US dollars. To do so, just go to youtube.com/Wi-Fi Sheep and click on the join button. Okay, so bit of an update with me. Work has been really busy, especially trying to get to the end of the academic year. For those of you that aren't aware, I took on a job 12 months ago at Harper Adams University, working as a technical assistant. And that has meant working in an engineering department, which is student facing, so working with potential engineering students. And we've basically been doing a lot of mechatronics and electronics. So it was right up my street, but the kind of thing we do here on Wi-Fi Sheep. And it has been a really busy year. Now, I took on the job because it was an offer that was too good to refuse. And also the fact, despite of all the fantastic support I get from my Patreon and YouTube channel members and sponsors, and the tiny bit of YouTube ad revenue, it just wasn't enough to sustain my living and existence, if you like, which, to be honest with you, is not extravagant by any stretch of imagination. But basically, a job came along and I decided it was better for me to take that job than to continue trying to make a living directly out of YouTube, which is unfortunate because it does mean, and I've been fully aware of this, that my time has obviously been taken away working, and I've not had the time to work on YouTube content in the way that I was able to for the 8 years so prior. But hey, it's just one of those things, and you know, I think it's better to have the security and be able to do this kind of on the side than kind of trying to make things work here when, let's be honest with you, it's been very slow, and YouTube has not been the best platform, I think, for this kind of content, which is a shame, because I do like YouTube, but I think we're kind of moving into a zone now where clickbait fluff is prioritized and valued more than the kind of remotely intelligent content that we make here on the channel, and the kind of intelligent people that I know you are, who are all interested in electronics and computing and the kind of stuff we talk about here on the channel, and it's not mainstream and it doesn't make YouTube money, basically. So I think that's kind of some of the issues we've got going forward with the channel. Just going back to my job then, so I took my BBC Micro, or one of my BBC Micro Model Bs, into work, and it exhibited as part of HarperNet, which is my own Raspberry Pi Jam type event, which I run at the university for students, but it's also open to the public, or was open to the public. And we ran the last event earlier this month, that's June. Basically, we're not planning of running any more events at the time being. We've finished for the academic year anyway. Basically, although we had the support of the university, which was hugely instrumental in making this happen, it sort of lacked numbers. Students particularly weren't interested, which was a shame. And we did have some supporters, some people came, and obviously I really appreciate that. But we didn't quite hit the critical mass. And I have a feeling this is sort of a general thing going on with the whole STEM scene is slowing right down. The interest in computing and retro computing is slowing down. The interest in Raspberry Pi is evaporating, and the Pi have kind of done that to themselves in a way. So we are moving into very interesting times post 2024. So just channel news generally. The rebrand, some of you may be aware that I intend to do a rebrand. So we're going to go from 720p, which this channel has been since its inception in 2016. We're going to go to full 1080p videos. The cameras I've got will all do that. The computers for editing will do that. All the equipment will do it. What's stopping me is the current graphics package. So the logos and everything is designed for 720p and doesn't upscale terribly well. And I thought this was an opportunity to do a refresh and a rebrand of the whole channel. And that was meant to happen for the launch in January. And it hasn't happened. As you may be aware, we're still very much on the current brand. I was then said August this year, 2024. I'm not entirely sure we're going to make August. Maybe September, October, possibly Christmas. I'm not sure. It's just the fact that unfortunately, unfortunately, because I now have this job and other commitments, I just don't quite have the time I did have. And if I do have time for the channel, I think it should be spent on content rather than branding. So that's kind of where we're at. I was hoping I might have had a little bit more time over summer. It looks like I won't have that time now. Basically, within work, I'm being transferred from one department to another. So I was thinking we were going to be sort of off for August. Now it looks like I'm working all the way through the summer and August and into the next academic year. So we'll see where we go. But, you know, I've got to pay the bills and keep a roof over my head. So it's just one of those things. Just finally on the channel then, you may have noticed that we don't really carry much in the way of sponsored content anymore. We did a sponsor video with UE2, which is the last upload prior to this update. But we haven't had any sort of general video sponsors. That's just because I haven't been able to make the content to keep the kind of contracts. Saying that, I am in talks with a new contractee or sponsor that might be interested in sponsoring some content here on the channel. That might be quite interesting. Again, if I do that, it's stuff that's either relevant or I think would be interesting to yourselves. And it does obviously help just add a little bit of extra income to what we do here on Wi-Fi Sheep. But I don't want it to become sort of all encumbrant or kind of intrusive on the projects or the things we're trying to do here on the channel. Right then, live streams. Now, I haven't been doing any major live streams since we ended 8 till late earlier this year. It was kind of the late winter, early spring when we brought that to a close. I would like to be back doing a weekly live stream program because I know many of you enjoyed that. I enjoyed it as well. It was good content for the channel and actually allowed me to kind of get away and do some YouTube-y, Wi-Fi Sheep computery work in a kind of live space, which obviously meant I actually got stuff done, as opposed to this pre-record where I'm not getting stuff done. I've got to be honest with you, I think I need to keep my weekends clear, especially over the summer. But I am thinking about maybe we do, I don't know, possibly a midweek evening live stream to replace 8 till late. It may have a new name but it'll be the similar format. So I'll keep you up to date on that. I'm possibly thinking August, maybe on a Wednesday or Thursday evening, possibly looking between 19 and 2100 hours GMT, so something like that. Again, I will keep you updated if you keep across social media, following me on X or Twitter at Wi-Fi Sheep. You can also use at Wi-Fi Sheep for Instagram, Mastodon, and also on Facebook. Other channel news, you may have seen I did a video very recently over on Wi-Fi Sheep Channel 2 in the Trains on 2 series. So for those of you who don't know, as well as computers, huge model railway, model railroad fan. I've been building models, for a good 20 odd years now. And it was just nice to start making some model train related content again under Channel 2. That's the whole reason we set up Wi-Fi Sheep Channel 2. So I wasn't polluting here the main channel with train news or content. So I've just done one on the new release of the Bachmann Class 08 diesel shunter, which I'm very excited about. And I went to a semi-local exhibition at Sutton Coldfield, the DEMU, Diesel Electric Modelers United exhibition. And Bachmann, the manufacturer, actually had the prototype production models on display. So I actually got to see them in the flesh, so to speak. So yeah, really looking forward to that. Did a video on it. I've got a few other things planned, as well as Trains on 2, other things I want to do with Wi-Fi Sheep Channel 2. If you have not subscribed to Wi-Fi Sheep Channel 2, and I know many of you who are watching this will not have, please do go and support me over there as well. You can find it in a link to this video, or alternatively you can go to 2.wifisheep.co.uk. That's 2.wifisheep.co.uk. So new content coming to Wi-Fi Sheep Tech, the main channel. A few projects on the go, some things I know you're waiting for me to finish, some things you're waiting for me to start. So we've got the ZX81 project is still ongoing. Project Rio, Tiny Basic Computers, is still ongoing. I know many of you, especially those of you who have subscribed, are waiting for content, or those of you that are on my Patrons especially are waiting for new content on that. I know. Thank you so much for your patience. It is on my to-do list, and it probably should be a priority I do next, really. We'll see how we go. I've also got 1 or 2 other projects, and some of the things I've actually recorded and I'm just waiting for editing. That's another issue I'm having at the moment, where I actually get around to sitting here and recording things, but then actually editing and getting it published and uploaded to YouTube is taking a little bit longer than it used to. So for me it's frustrating, and I'm sure for you it is as well. But all I can say is thank you so much for your patience and understanding. Please bear with me. Stuff is in the works. We are working on new stuff, and I'm really excited about some of the stuff we've got coming up, including hopefully a new series looking at graphical user interfaces on several retro hardware platforms in the build-up to my planned attendance at this year's Retro Computer Festival 2024 at Cambridge at the Centre for Computer History. I wasn't there last year, and I know many of you are actually quite disappointed I wasn't exhibiting. This year, subject to acceptance by the powers that be that run the event, I hope to be there exhibiting for both the Saturday and Sunday. The dates, by the way, and let's just go over, I got the website up here, so let's just have a look at that. Okay, there we go. So, Retro Computer Festival 2024. It's Saturday the 9th, Sunday the 10th of November 2024. Capacity is limited. Cannot stress this enough. Please, please, please pre-book a ticket for the event at the earliest opportunity. You are unlikely to get in if you show up on the door. This event is always oversubscribed, hugely packed out. I'm really looking forward to it, obviously, but it's a big day. It's a big weekend, actually. I'm going to be there both days, hopefully, Saturday and Sunday. I will confirm that nearer the time, but that is my intention to be there. I've certainly booked the hotel in order to be there. On the Sunday, it's always a little bit quieter, but not by a lot, but it is a little bit quieter. So if you are wanting to... I'm always open for meeting and greeting, obviously. I've always said that. But on Sundays, it's generally got a little bit more space, a little bit more time, and you can hear yourself think. So if you want to kind of come for chat or to meet me and to talk about things, Sunday is probably the slightly better day. Okay, so that brings us roughly up to date on everything going on here on Wi-Fi Sheep. So still got a summer of content to be working on. amongst other things. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. There's some really interesting stuff happening, and I hope you're going to continue to enjoy the content I do here on the channel. And once again, for those of you that are supporting me either by liking and subscribing, or going an extra mile, being awesome people and joining me either on Patreon or as a YouTube channel member, once again, thank you so much for your loyalty and continued support, even as things have quietened down a little bit over the summer on the channel. And again, for reasons I've explained, I appreciate that. And, I'm hoping to get the balance right in the near future. So if you are new around here and haven't done so already, please do consider liking and subscribing. Make sure you got that notification bell on YouTube clicked so you get update notifications whenever new content is published here on Wi-Fi Sheep. Go and check out Wi-Fi Sheep channel 2 at 2.wifisheep.co.uk. Really would appreciate your support over there as well. And until next time, thank you so much for your company, and bye for now.